This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Bard's Tale. In the last episode, we went to the island tower and made it to the 3rd floor, gathering all bits of abilities and upgrading our stuff to the max. But there was one thing we missed, and it's on the 1st floor. I don't know how I missed this. I guess I maybe had that map open and covered it. But if you go to this part on the map here, there's a chest here, which opening it gives you the final instrument of the game, Ocean's Loot. The best, I think it's the best loot in the game, actually, because it gives you a bunch of mana. Let me see. It is 800 mana. Yeah, see, that's why you don't want to get the flute from that one kid, the one chosen, because then you just get a better loot, like, not much longer afterwards. So, that's up to you if you didn't want to get the kid killed, but you get the behemoth summon, which is really powerful. And the reason, and I have this on a different file because I found out, let me show you as we go up to the 2nd floor here really quick. I probably should have noticed this before, but for whatever reason I didn't notice it. You can't go back down to the 1st floor. As soon as you go up, that's it. So, oh well. Anyway, let me load up a file that has me with the loot, but I'm back on the top of the floor before we fight Manananan. I'm here to say. Alright. So, this is what I've got summoned. This probably isn't the best group for this, but you definitely want the bodyguard, because the bodyguard can deflect or ignore some of the fire attacks that, or some of the attacks Manana can use, because he uses a lot of magic attacks. So he's probably the hardest out of all the tower guardians. But before we go up there, let me just show you everything we've got there, because I won't show this when we beat the Dunby Tower. I think that's most of the best stuff in the game is what I've got here. Although I should be using the Ego Sword, but I don't know why I'm not equipped it. But anyway, tune list, we got all the tunes. Everyone's upgraded to their advanced level. Talent, here's the talents we've got. Probably not the best build or anything like that, but that's how it works. And then tokens, most of them, except I'm missing like 4 talents, or talents, tokens, and most of them are from being not choosing nice or snarky at one point. Like we're missing the +1 dexterity one, which that doesn't really matter because, you know, I already have a better dexterity token anyway. We're missing the Rabbit's Foot from Ogin's Mom, which gives you a +1 to luck. We're missing the Book of Relay, or White Book of Relay, or whatever it's called, from Dolan, but he got killed in this playthrough. I don't remember what the other token is.
The Golden Thistle.
Well, anyway.
Symbol of the land and its people.
So, and then, alright. And let's go to fight with them. No. But yeah, we have to be careful. Make sure to, well, we'll get there when we get there, I guess. So, let's get to the 4 and encounter the final Tower Guardian. Come, bodyguard. You'll be useful here.
You know not what you're getting yourself into, fool of a bard. Turn back now before it is too late.
Not knowing what I'm getting myself into has been the latest trend for me. No point in thinking that's going to change. In the spirit of things, however, I'll give you one last chance to surrender to me. How does that sound?
I cannot abandon my eternal vigil. You leave me no choice. To the death.
Two to the death, Manananan, in the final tower battle in the game. This guy, yeah, this guy's really dangerous. He can do a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, he can. If you do so much damage to him, he turns into like an elemental storm of some sort. Like turns into like a tornado, which does electricity damage. He turns into a firestorm, which does fire damage. I think that's the only two, but yeah, if you have to run away from him, otherwise he'll start doing consequential like lightning damage to you. Usually, what I do is I choose to have my summon stay behind by leaving them behind. And then as soon as he comes back up, he'll land back where he originally started, and then just tell him to. Oh, they were supposed to start attacking him. But yeah, so like when he goes back up and leave him. Run away. Okay, good. They didn't immediately get destroyed. I might have to use the Summon of Calais at some point, though. Yeah, just leave them behind. Just tell them to stay put while you're running around, so that way you don't have to keep summoning your summons every 5 minutes against Manananan. And then as soon as he lands back down, choose them to all. Well, they're supposed to automatically attack. Maybe I'm not supposed to set to do anything. I should just let them start attacking them. Okay.
Stand your
And
ground.
then, yep, they
I'll
are.
stay right here.
Yeah, he only attacks you, so as long as you keep moving until you're. Oh, who got killed? The knight? Dang it. I'll just summon him again. Yeah. Well, eventually a character will die without my input, so, oh well.
For king and country.
Okay, should be resetting here. Oh, nope, he isn't. I thought he went back up at this point. There we go. Okay. Attack!
Charge!
I'll take care of things.
But I'm doing pretty good without having to use the nice summon again. So let's
Stay
run
where you
before
are.
everyone
I'll
gets
stay
destroyed
right
by
here.
fireballs. Yeah, if you stay too close, they'll start getting destroyed. The fireballs is the worst ability. The tornado is a lot easier to run away from. I've noticed as long as you go in roughly a straight line and don't stop, which unfortunately when turning, that's not much I can do about that. So
Attack!
I don't know why
I'll
they
take
come.
care of
I
this.
keep telling them to attack and then they run towards me. Shouldn't they attack like their current location? Dude, quit being a wuss and quit dodging. All right, leave it.
Stand your ground.
Have them stay put.
Hold your ground.
Hold your ground. Oh, the behemoth got hit pretty badly. At least the crone's there to heal them. I don't think the gouger would make a good choice here, but I don't know, what do I know? Yeah, as long as you keep moving, you should be fine from the tornado. Okay, I guess. Well, I think he still is the toughest boss because if you don't know like how his pattern works, you could easily get like destroyed by either the tornado or the whatever.
Attack!
I'll take care of things.
You should transform maybe like one more time.
Over here!
Okay. Ah, the knight got killed. How did the knight get killed? Like they weren't even doing anything. Stay put. What are you doing?
I'll just be
Oh.
right here. Stand your ground. I'll just be right here.
I pressed the stay put button and then they still followed me, which is weird. No, anyway, I might be able to get past this fight without even having to summon Calais.
For king.
If that's the case, I'm going to be kind of impressed.
Country. Attack!
Okay, he might transform one more time. Yep. Okay.
Stand your ground. Hold your ground.
It could be a case I just wasn't attacking him soon enough, so he was he maybe has a timer. I think it's supposed to be based on how much damage he takes, but I could be wrong. Yeah, just run around the woozy, pocket full of doozy, da 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 da. Yeah, it's kind of sad how the guy who's supposed to be super dangerous, you can actually avoid him pretty easily. Is he done running? Oh no, he's not done. Okay. There he goes. I don't have like a good timer on when he's supposed to. This should be the final attack. No, of course not.
Stay where you are. I'll just be right
Of course,
here.
the knight gets almost like
I'll
one-shotted.
stay right here.
Should have just died there, but wow, I might get through this whole fight without summoning Calais. I guess if I was playing hard mode, I'd probably end up having to do that. Weird how I had to summon Calais on all the other bosses at one point, but this guy I ended up like
Charge!
almost completely destroying him like the first go.
I'm right here.
Aw, man, come on, man. Oh well, we killed him.
You made it.
Sorry I'm late. Had a bit of trouble with the weather. Hold on a minute. You're still a spirit.
Of course, my love.
But this is the third tower.
True, my love.
But you're supposed to be here. I mean, in the flesh.
No, my love. I'm imprisoned atop the tower in Downby.
You said you'd be in the third tower.
No. I said you needed to put out the flames in 3 towers to set me free.
And I have.
My prison in the Downby Tower could not be opened until all 3 flames were extinguished. Now you can come to the final tower and rescue me in the flesh. Soft, warm, supple.
All right, just put a sock in it. It's growing a little old, even for me. Just tell me, how many lands must I venture to before this so-called final tower? And how many bows and instruments must I collect, and how many more idiots must I converse with?
Nothing more. Just come to the tower.
I'll believe that if I live to see it. There is, of course, a slight problem. The door to this tower has been sealed, and I have no way out.
I can help you. The magic that binds me grows weak thanks to your efforts. I was aware of Phoenix's plan to trap you, and have been conserving my energy so that I could aid you this one final time. Your transportation to Downby awaits.
Interesting. Look, could you conjure up something that sticks to the ground? A nice carriage, perhaps?
Oh, you'll be perfectly safe. I'll await your arrival at the top of the tower. I long for our first kiss.
I'll tell you what, if you're not there, you can kiss my...
Farewell.
I hate people who have to be the ones to get the last word in.
And so our brave bard would soon mount the fiery beast and ride through turbulent skies, winging his way towards destiny and the...
Oh, excuse me, I get a little sick even thinking about flight.
I give up. And so our brave bard mounted the fiery beast, hung on for dear life, and tried to keep down his lunch.
Alright, with Banan defeated, we unlock the fiery manta ray. I've seen sillier stuff. I mean, there's been things with flying beds and stuff like that. So yeah, now you can random encounters will not attack you in this unless you actively go to fight them. Like if you want to get into last 2 levels, you can actually go back to some of the old areas, some of the ruins if you missed those before. Trying to remember where else you can go. I don't think you can do. I think you can still do Finstown if I remember correctly. Although if you go back to Finstown, you can't go into the actual town, and it's locked against. It's locked against, and only Vikings are outside it. Yeah, I think. Let me see if I can go in one of the towns. I could have swore you couldn't go in any of the towns, only the secret areas. I guess you can. Okay, cool. I wonder if you can actually. I wonder. No, Downby. You'd have to. If you enter Downby, you go to that, and there's no. So I guess if you need to buy some stuff. No, it's if you want to do the priest. You'd have to find, you'd have to find the random encounter, like, right here. Yeah, it even says press square for encounter. And then, I guess I never did show the priest thing here, see, yep. But yeah, you can only do 1 donation at a time on this, and depending on your, charisma, the donation can change. But I don't have as good charisma, so I'll just show it off. Yeah, and I've already donated a lot, so I need to donate a lot more if I want to unlock any more like art stuff and whatever. So yeah, one final time to kind of just go over the road and get any of those last minute like missions or whatever. Yeah, and obviously Kirkwall's undead related, and then Houghton is full of the undead as well. Man, this land has gone to crap after that. And yeah, you can't go in the Finstown Priest because of that. So anyway, let's we're done with everything. We don't need to do anything else. So let's go to Downby and start our trail to the tower to save Calais.
It had come to this at last. One man on his own, a poet and a rogue, with no friends to speak of, no one to mourn his passing, should it come to that. Even those beside him are no more boon companions than bond-servants, summoned by sorcery and song, as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star. But to know where he is, and what may yet come to pass, we need to know who he is and where he is from.
You've made a mistake coming here, Bard. You have no chance to make it past me. Turn around and leave.
If I have no chance, then why are you offering me a way out? Are you scared without your big beastie backing you up?
This time, I'll take care of you myself, Bard.
And to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere.
I am not going through all that again. Can we please just get on with it?
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment, as you were.
All right, time to find Mackie and his gang. Now, if for some reason, it tries to recreate the beginning of the game when you summon certain characters to like that cutscene there. Now, the thing is, if you can actually not end up recruiting the rogue or the gouger. If you don't, the gouger is replaced by the fire elemental, and the rogue is replaced by the enchanter, because I believe you're required to get those at some point. But anyway, let's try out our new Manan summon and get that achievement for that. I think he just summons like a bunch of magic or something like that. Yeah, the tornado. It just does like a ton of damage. Oh, for some reason I don't have a weapon in my hand for some reason.
Death to the Bard!
Looks like most of my allies are gonna get killed by the time Yeah. I was trying to see. Oh no! Wow, the tornado lasts for quite a while actually. And everyone survived. Hooray! Well, thanks for the final song, fellas. Yep, that's the final bad luck song in the game. I think that is the final song, except for like the ending, of course. But yeah, well, we'll miss you guys. And then we'll collect all this treasure for no reason. Yeah, I don't know why, well, never mind, I was going to say something, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, wow, that bananas lasts a really long time. Anyway, let's de-summon the rogues. I'm so used to having the crone that I can't live without the crone. I need my milk and cookies. Alright, anyway, inside we go. Downby Tower. Downby Tower has 13 floors, by the way. I think it's 13. 13 or 12, something like that.
We finally meet.
Finally? Do I know you?
No, but I know you. And might I say...
Yeah, I know. I've been through all this before. You're not getting by me. I will kill you where you stand. You're an idiot. Blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all before. Can we just skip that part and get right down to it?
I agree. The sooner you are dead, the better.
Heard that one before, too.
Alright, and then yeah, we have to climb up 12 floors to get to the top. And luckily the floors are pretty short. There's no secrets, there's no treasure chests. Just fighting anything on the floor and then getting to the top. Most of the floors will have like a bunch of like one type of enemy until like we get to the very tippy top. And then I think we had to fight everything on each floor, I believe. I could be wrong. Like one of the few times we're required to fight everything, so. Oh no, there's the tower. Oh no, so yeah, I guess it is. We had to kill everything. Well, there you go. Alright, but yeah, we had to do this like 12 more times. Oh boy. Eh, a bard's work is never done. But luckily, at least on normal mode, you get a safe spot for every floor. Floor number 2, which is undead cows, or sorry, undead wolves. And most of these guys should be pretty easy until like the later levels, where we have to start finding the more annoying enemies. Which I guess these guys were annoying at one point, so. Yeah, one of the few times because I think in most of the dungeons you could technically have ignored a lot of them, even though you probably should do it for the levels, but one of the few times you're required to fight everything on each floor. You should de-summon the Gouger, because that flapping noise is kind of getting annoying. That's the only thing I don't like, is like, I get why there's ambient sounds from the creatures and everything like that, but I don't know, it's just, sometimes it kind of ruins certain cutscenes where you hear like, flapping in the background that doesn't quiet down or anything like that, so. Yeah, let's summon the knocker. Alright. Alright, well, I guess since there's no cutscene, I can talk through these, I guess. Although technically we don't really need to see this multiple times. And how is it stopping at every... Nah, whatever. Too many questions, not enough answers. Not enough answers. Level 3. What awaits us on the 3rd floor? Lingerie, socks, and everything vinyl. The 3rd floor. Alright, what do we got here? The Trow Scarecrows. The first time you can fight these guys is on... I think it was Finn's farm is his name. If you end up... If you end up being nice to him, or you piss off his daughter, you have to fight these things. Which I never did that thing, so I didn't actually show you that result. Yeah, if you end up being nice to his daughter, she actually gets pissed off at you because I guess you clumsily fumble your way in trying to explain that you don't love her or whatever. I probably should have showed that off, but it wasn't as funny as the snarky remark. But yeah, she ends up getting mad, and then when you meet her father, she asks to have you killed. Yeah, talk about hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. But yeah, that floor wasn't too bad at all. I guess we don't get saves on every floor. I guess it must be only so many numbered of floors. Hopefully there's a save right before the final one, just because, you know, there's some extra stuff that can happen during the final confrontation. Yeah, sorry that popping noise in the background. If you heard that, that was me popping my fingers. I know I shouldn't do it. It's a bad habit. I don't do it as often as I used to. I usually only do it if my hands start hurting or something like that, and I need something to relieve. The plants, one of the more annoying enemies in the game. Actually, a lot of enemies get annoying later on. But yeah, the ones that if you don't collect those, I figured out why those little ones kept sprouting. It's because if you don't grab those flower seeds in time, they spawn mini flowers. It's one of the few times you need to collect the treasure, like almost immediately. Otherwise, they can keep spawning more mini flowers. So that's why when you get the trap finder or the explorer, when you get the explorer, he's actually quite useful because he picks up all the seed pods, or at least he's supposed to, and that prevents them from. It helps prevent the more flowers from growing. You know, can't just use can't use just normal like growth methods or anything like that. You have to do something weird and strange. Ooh, you know, have to summon like little pods or something. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a save like halfway, like 4, 6, or 7, and then there's a save right before the final floor. That's the way I would do it if I was doing a normal or easy mode version of the game. It's too bad I have to wait for like everyone to get off the stairs. Alright, what do we got? Oh, the mechanical man Blue. Although he's been dead for quite a while, so. The ones who suffer from lightning and stuff like that. So I guess the knocker would be a good character here to have for these guys. They seem to be susceptible to lightning. Yeah, at least that's how I feel. I feel it on the inside. Because even though feeling doesn't work when you were talking about the truth, you know. The truth doesn't care about your feelings. Alright. Yeah, I haven't really been pointing out over the course of the game like drops from certain creatures and like what they are. I know if you fight those fire things in the island tower, they drop like charcoal and stuff like that. Although really the funnier drops are more at the beginning of the game than later on. You know, like with pants and stuff like that. The sad thing is after a while, you see it so often that it kind of you kind of get numb to that type of humor, if that makes sense. Yeah, have you ever had certain jokes that kind of go on that even though it's part of the charm, but that at some point you're just kind of like, you don't even notice it anymore. You're just like, oh, cool, I guess. Alright, on to the 6th floor. Yeah, remember when I was like so weak that I was almost dying every other minute, it seems like. Oh, red caps. These guys are annoying just because of how fast they are. But we'll fight them just like the rest. And we'll be better than all of them. I'll put it to the test. Yeah, wow, you almost destroyed the crone like immediately because of how fast and everything you are. Okay, well, there you go. Polished bone, you say? To make quite a nice scrim shot of that. Yeah, I'm usually used to red caps being like small gnomish characters that wear actual red caps. So every time I see these things, almost kind of remind me of something like from like I don't know, something from like Pan's Labyrinth or something in the mind of you know our the famous Spanish director. You know, oh, one more level, nice. Yeah, Guillermo del Toro, I had to think of what his name was for a second. An interesting auteur who has some interesting ideas. He has like a million ideas, but almost never gets to implement half of them because he's always... I feel like, I almost swear that like del Toro has like a minor case of ADD or something like that.
The more damage he can inflict with melee weapons.
Should I just like get like a luck at the top or something? Might as well.
On many aspects of the bard's adventures.
Oh, one last talent, huh?
Allows the bard to fight with a dirk in one hand and a sword in the other.
I guess Arrow Storm? I don't know.
The bard gains bonus coins for any treasure he finds.
Anyway. I almost kind of wish I had chosen Treasure Hunter at some point, so I would have earned a lot of money to work on doing those donations. But it's probably better, if you want to unlock all the extra content, it's probably better just to play easy mode and, you know, max out your charisma early so you don't have to, or at least get it to 17 early, so that way you can save a lot of money. And then, get your charisma up early and your luck up early so you can get all those money drops. That's probably the way to get a good max without having to do a ton of grinding. And obviously, don't buy every single weapon you come across, and only get free stuff from finding it in treasure chests. All right. Ooh, we got to save on this floor. I think that might be a good time to... Oh, the undead. You have your own set of annoyances. Fire would be good here. A little fire for Scarecrow. Oh, you killed the knight. You killed the poor knight. Why did you kill the knight? The only thing that can kill the night is the day. And yay, the day came. That was just... Then there's a save spot, which is... I was hoping there'd be a save spot around here somewhere for... because I think this might be a good place to stop.
Be healed.
Of course, I haven't been paying attention to what floor number this is.
Bullseye.
I hope you... Oh, there's treasure chests up here. Huh. That's weird. I could have swore that there wasn't... Oh, stones, I guess that makes sense. But I could have swore that there weren't supposed to be any chests on this... in this tower. Huh. I must have misremembered that. Well, they're outer stones, which I guess makes sense. Man, I didn't realize I'd have that many outer stones. I was using them... I was trying to hold on to them, but maybe I should have been spending them more often. You know, save me some headaches in certain areas of the game. Me and my hubris. But anyway, with Manan dead, the tower has been opened up to us, and at the top waits the Princess Calais, the terrible man Finnick, and the bard in the middle. What will the final confrontation will be like? Will Finnick be able to win the day and convince him of his evil ways, or will the bard get his happy ending, or will he just shrug it all off to go his own way? Find out next time in the finale of The Bard's Tale. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.